Good morning, friends. So, as you know, I don't often show my face on camera, but I am determined to try something new. So, my phone right now, the storage is like almost maxed out because I was doing some work for Cheer. So, I'm gonna have to like cut in and out to get this going. I should have taken some stuff off of my phone, but I haven't had time and I wanted to get this done. So, kind of me showing my face as an intro to this video goes along with my goals, which is the point of this video. So if you're new, hi, I'm Melanie. I am the owner of this channel and my shop, Sticker Designs by Mel. And I've been doing YouTube for quite a few years. I've tried different kind of, we'll say, versions of how I wanted to do my YouTube channel. And in January, I did a lot of research and I was planning on coming back in February. Things happened and then things happened in March. So I'm here now. We're at the start of April and I want to share with you my goals, both my personal goals, so for me and the family in general, but also my business goals. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Now, I'm going to try to include some B-roll of me actually writing out my goals. I am currently using the Goals with Laken goal planner for 2024. I have been watching Laken on YouTube for many years. I have watched her transition from planner to planner. She's always been very big on goal setting and she's tried a variety of different goal planners. And she eventually created her own goal planner. And I love how she has it all broken down. So this is my second year using her goal planner. Last year, it wasn't like a full year. It was in quarters, I think she sold it. And then last year for this year, she sold the whole year altogether. So that's what I've been using. I know I haven't really shown it yet, but you'll see some of it today. So I do have it here with me. This is how I keep it in my binder. So I have my annual goals. These are my personal goals and these are my business goals for the annual. And then I have my Q2 goals that we're going to talk about. So first, you'll notice on both my personal and business goals, I'm going to talk about it together because it's the same one and it's the first one on my goal sheets, is to be realistic. My biggest problem has been wanting to do all the things and not tracking exactly how much time all those things are going to take, along with everything else I have to get done. So my main goal for 2024 and for this quarter and probably for all the quarters is going to be being realistic. Realistic with my time, realistic on how long things take to do, realistic on how many things I have to get done. So that includes like family things, practices, competitions, any other events, birthdays, that kind of thing. But also, do I have work? Is it like a busy time at work? You know, we have exam time and report cards that keeps me busy. And then my business, when I have launches and all that kind of stuff. So trying to make sure that I have a whole picture of everything that I need to get done and realistically dividing my time so that I can get as much as I can done without burning myself out and without completely cutting out an aspect of my life, if that makes sense. So that's goal number one, is be realistic, both personal and business. All right, so now that I've covered the first goal, which is the same for both sides, I'm going to start with my personal goals. So my first personal goal, aside from being realistic, is to track my expenses daily. If you have known me for quite a while, you'll know that I started this channel as a budgeting channel. I started it by doing grocery hauls, tracking my budget, tracking my debt, all the things. And I still do budget. Budgeting is still a major part of my life. I just haven't shown it on my channel as much as I would like, but it has evolved over the years. So I know that I need to track my expenses daily. We have been going through a very tight budget time, I guess you'll say, for the past 2 years now. I've been trying to really get rid of one of my debts. So we've been like really short on money. So it has been a tough time, but I feel like we're doing really good. We're almost at the end of paying off that one debt. So if I can track my expenses, like our expenses daily, I will have a better understanding of where we're spending our money. We have been really good about not eating out in the last little while, spending unnecessarily, so that's been good. But still tracking daily helps know where the money is going, and I can see what is necessary and I need to make sure I budget for, and what is unnecessary and I need to like watch out and not buy. So that's that's goal number 2. Goal number 3 is along the lines of budgeting, is to limit our restaurants to a maximum of once per week. I think we've been really good. I think there have maybe been 1 or 2 weeks where we haven't gone to the restaurant at all. And that's huge for us. Again, if you've been watching a while, that's huge for us because we are a very busy family. And sometimes it's so much easier to just get food on the way to wherever we're going, rather than going home to eat, or if we don't have time to eat, preparing food ahead of time. So eating at the restaurant, like takeout, whatever, doesn't have to be sit down, but even takeout, a maximum of once per week is the next goal for this quarter. Okay, so I have to go ahead and make room on my phone. Anyways, goal number 4 for personal goals is to do a 15-minute declutter daily. So every day, wherever I am in the house, if I find I have time, I'm going to set a 15-minute timer on my phone, and I'm just going to declutter. Get rid of stuff, get stuff to donate, reorganize, clean, all the things. So 15-minute declutter daily. I am really on, like, one of my biggest goals for 2024 is to get our house in order. So much stuff in the house to get rid of. So huge decluttering needs to be done. So with my busy schedule though, along with keeping it realistic, I know that 15 minutes should be doable per day. So that's why I'm doing that. Now, if I go longer than 15 minutes, then awesome. But I want to do 15 minutes daily. Okay, the 5th one is to try to leave work at work. Now, that's a little hard. So I am a high school teacher. And if any of you know teachers or are a teacher, you know that might be very difficult. We spend our whole day teaching. Sometimes we have to take work home. So marking tests, planning lessons, all that kind of stuff. The only thing we can't do at home is photocopy. So leaving work at work is going to be a little difficult, but I feel like I've been doing really good. I've been really maximizing my time when I am at work, other than filming video on my own time. This is my lunchtime. I have been marking while students are working, if they're working on worksheets or something. I have been planning my lessons ahead of time during my prep time. So I have been on the ball. I'm really happy about it. So far, leaving work at work has been doable, except for a few things. So I really want to work on that. Reason being, we are already busy outside of work. So the kids have activities, dancing, cheer, all that stuff. Hubby and I have our part-time job. I have taken a leave for a few months, but aside from that, we have our part-time job. I have my sticker business. I have my YouTube channel. I have social media I need to keep up with. All the things, like, it's a lot. So that if I were to bring a lot of work home, I then would not have any time to spend with the kids and with my husband. So that's why I'm really working hard at leaving stuff here so that I can, when we have time at home, we can watch movies, we can play games, we can hang out, we can whatever. So that's been a big thing for me. Next, I want to establish a skincare routine. So I currently do not have a skincare routine. I barely put on makeup today. I grabbed my makeup with me because I didn't have time to put it on at home. I grabbed my makeup bag and brought it with me and tried to do my makeup with whatever my daughters left in my bag, because they've been rummaging through my makeup, using my makeup to do theirs. So I don't have all my makeup with me today, but I tried to do the best I could. I really want to establish a really good skincare routine that I can maintain daily. So that's something that is a really big goal of mine. I was hoping to start this in January. Didn't happen, but doesn't have to start in January. It can start whenever, so it's starting now. And the last goal on my personal list is to drink more water. So more water, less junk. I'm really trying to work on my health. I do need to lose weight, but that's to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I'm generally tired. I think I'm still anemic. Not that you really needed to know that, but I generally am tired, so I'm always battling that. But I feel like if I'm drinking more pop and not enough water, it definitely adds to being tired. So I really need to work on more water and being healthy. So those are my personal goals. Yeah. Now let's talk about the business goals. Being realistic, that was the first one. We already discussed it, so I'm not going to go over it again. The second goal for business is consistently promoting. So one of my annual goals is to kind of build the income that I get from my business. Now, all of the business aspects when it comes to income includes my YouTube channel, so I get money from AdSense, includes my website, so stickers, cash envelopes, all the things, so the sales I get from that. I also have a Patreon, so any income I get from my Patreon. And then I'm going to be doing a few markets this year. Not as many as last year. Not that I think I did like 5 last year, so it's not a huge number. But the demographic here is not so much into stickers. So I'm kind of revamping my thoughts around markets. I do make shirts and tote bags and pencil cases, and I make handmade notepads. So I think that's going to be my focus when it comes to going to markets. So I'm going to be working on that. Now, all of those revenue sources of income are the items that I really want to improve. And I think a lot of that will come down to the goal of consistently promoting, making sure that I am out here talking to all of you, whether on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things about all the items that I offer. So that way I can help you and you can help me. So really working on increasing the income I get from my business. Next goes along with my annual goal of, let me check, what's it called? Improving my YouTube as I'm doing this video. So improving my YouTube channel. Now, as I said in January, I had to think about that for a second. In January, I did a lot of research. I had this plan of revamping my YouTube channel, not necessarily changing the content. I'm still going to do a lot of budgeting, a lot of planning. Those are the things that I love. And to me, planning, whether it's decorative or not, goes with budgeting. Because if I don't know what's coming up, I don't know how to budget for it. So anyways, that's a whole other video. But my plan was to revamp YouTube, how I film, how I edit, how I promote, all the things. And yeah, and then February I got really sick. So the entire month of February was gone. And then March has been kind of me getting back into the swing of things and trying to get back in front of the camera. This video is the first video of my hopefully new style. I don't know, we'll see. But I am hoping to post a minimum of 3 videos per week. That's going to be my goal, 3 videos per week. That's videos that I film, edit, upload. So that's my goal. I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of my goal. If I can stay on top of that, I think that will really help my channel, because the lack of consistency in my posting has been detrimental, like insane. So Next, also along with my YouTube, is to go live once per week. I have had this on my calendar for like 2 months to go live once a week on YouTube. I think I've done it once, and it was horrible because I completely forgot how to change the orientation so that it would be landscape and not portrait. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. That kind of put me off a little bit going live on YouTube, but I know that, not that it's a necessity, but I think it's something extra that I can add to you as my YouTube followers. So that's a goal for Q2, is to make sure I go live at least once per week on YouTube. I have currently scheduled it to be Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern. That may not stay. I may go live when I can. I don't know. I feel like scheduling it is the best, but we'll have to see how it goes. So that's it for YouTube. Next, I have growing my social media. Social media sucks. My opinion, social media sucks. There are algorithms out there, and I know it's all about trying to beat the algorithm. I have yet to figure it out. Granted, I have not been consistent in posting all the things, so partly my fault. But also social media really sucks. It's hard. Yeah, so I've been doing pretty good, I feel, at Instagram at posting images, posting some spreads, posting things coming up in my shop, posting YouTube videos that I have gone live, that kind of thing. I am really not good at reels, going to be honest. I hate filming reels. I hate editing reels. I'm not good at it. I think it'd be really beneficial, but I'm really not good at it. So I am going to set the goal of adding 1 reel and 1 TikTok per week. That's going to be my Q2 goal. 1 reel, 1 TikTok per week. So that's going to be interesting. I am really trying to grow my TikTok. I know there's a whole thing right now with TikTok possibly being banned in the US. Until that happens, until such time that TikTok is like gone from the US, I am going to keep working on my TikTok. I think I currently have 86 followers. I would like to get to 1,000 because I would like to go live on TikTok. So with all of my social media would be going live on TikTok, live on Instagram, live on YouTube. So there'll be 3 lives per week. Okay, didn't we talk about being realistic? When am I going to have time for 3 lives per week? I may have to revisit this. They don't have to be long. They don't all have to be an hour long, but I'm going to have to think about this. But growing my social media is a 2024 goal. So I feel like adding 1 reel, 1 TikTok per week should be reasonable. If I can get my TikTok to 1,000 at some point to be able to go live, that would be exciting. And at that point, I can worry about the realistic part of whether or not I have time. So we'll see. Okay. The last 2 are for my Patreon, because I've had Patreon for 2 years. But I've never actually really talked about it. I may have announced it on Instagram a couple times. I may have announced it on Facebook a couple times. I have had it in the description box on all my YouTube videos since it started. But I don't think I've ever actually talked about the fact that I have Patreon and all the things I offer. So goal number 1 for this quarter is going to be to do an introduction information video about my Patreon. I want to put a video together where I talk to you about what tiers I have, what I offer in each tier, what are the benefits to you for joining my Patreon, and then just making sure the information is out there, because nobody's going to join something they know nothing about. I know most people have heard of Patreon, but just because you know about Patreon doesn't mean you're going to join all the Patreons, right? So if I can make an information video to let you all know what my Patreon is all about and what I offer and what I want to offer, I think hopefully it will grow. So my goal for 2024 is growing Patreon. The last goal that goes along with Patreon is going to be to mention my Patreon at least 3 times per week. That can be a mix of things. Could be on a YouTube video, could be on an Instagram post, a reel, TikTok video. Are they called TikTok videos? I don't even know. My Facebook group, all the things. I want to at least mention my Patreon 3 times per week. Hopefully to just keep going at it to try to get my Patreon to grow. We'll see. But that will hopefully help me with my 2024 goal of growing my Patreon. Whew. Okay, so those are all my Q2 goals. I am excited about this fresh quarter. I feel reinvigorated to get going. I feel like this is the perfect time to get started to do all the things. So I am hoping that me sharing my Q2 goals with you is helpful in any way. If you have never watched any of Plan with Laken YouTube videos, I will link her channel down below because she has a lot of amazing things when it comes to goal setting. And also, if you want, you can join her Goals with Laken community. It's on Teachable. She used to have a Patreon. Now she's on Teachable. Still kind of the same platform, but amazing content. Amazing content. And we have like at least 2 or 3 Zooms per month. It's really good. It's been really helpful. And it's really given me like a lot of motivation to set goals, but also try to keep my goals. So I will link all of the Plan with Laken, Goals with Laken things down below. Highly encourage you to check it out. Super, super helpful. But yeah. So that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you haven't set any goals yet, but you want to, highly encourage you to do so. Leave me a comment down below if you have or haven't, and what are some of your goals that you have set or goals that you would like to set. I would love to hear from all of you. Please remember to like and subscribe, especially if you're new, and click the notification bell because I think I'm back. So make sure you do that. You're not going to want to miss my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.